Yesterday, Apple released iOS 11.4, which added support for AirPlay 2. That's been a long time coming, and it's a big deal for people who own the HomePod speaker. It adds two really essential features. You can now take two speakers and pair them in stereo, and it also lets you do multi-room audio. Hey Siri, play me something from the 80s.
Now playing the 80s radio.
Setting up a stereo pair of HomePod speakers is just as easy as setting up a single one. Once they're plugged in, you just bring your iOS device near the first speaker and it'll automatically prompt you to copy over your settings, Wi-Fi network, your Apple Music account. That just takes a minute or so. Once that's done, if there's a second speaker nearby, your phone or iPad will ask you if you want to set up a stereo pair. Just hit yes, wait another minute, and it should all be good to go. As you probably expect, having two speakers sounds a lot better than just one. When we first reviewed the HomePod, we thought it sounded great, but putting two of them together definitely makes the listening experience more exciting. It has much better stereo separation, obviously with two speakers, and the volume is increased significantly as well. I've tested a lot of smart speakers lately in stereo, and I can say that the HomePod sounds better than almost all the options. It definitely beats out the Sonos One and the Google Home Max. Sonos Play 5 still probably beats it on sound quality, but that speaker doesn't have voice control, and to pair them costs $200 more. As for using multiple HomePods in different rooms, you'll control that experience through the control center on your iOS device. From there you can see every AirPlay 2 enabled speaker that's hooked up to your home network. You can group all the speakers together and control the master volume and play a single song across all of them, or you can break them into distinct different songs for each room, control the volume for each speaker. However you want to do it, it's up to you. I wish there was another way to do it besides Control Center, but aside from that, the experience works really well. This update doesn't change most of the issues we had when we first tried the HomePod. You can still only do voice commands with Apple Music. The only way to get audio to it otherwise is through AirPlay, and Siri is definitely not as smart as Alexa or the Google Assistant. But if you're deep enough in the Apple ecosystem to have multiple HomePods, the experience of using them just got a lot better than it was a week ago.